This is Twinkly BB. This channel is supposed to be about fun stuff and like, you know, the rest of my social media is too, like just joking around and whatever. This has just been bothering me for a long time, so I guess this is like a vent-ish type thing. I may make a part 2 to this video. This first part might just be like my feelings on this issue and whatever. I want to tell you right now, I haven't done that much research on this topic or whatever. I just have seen so many videos of it and it's been really bothering me for a long time. AAPI month, I'm like, this video is gonna come up hella late. Like, it's gonna be over by the time I put this up, probably, if I ever decide to put this up. But long story short, and like I said, I like to have fun. I don't like to be negative or whatever, but the brand Euphoria is really bothering me because I just feel like people are getting it right, correct? You know, like they're criticizing the correct thing. The shades are just not what they're supposed to be. And like, just, it's embarrassing at this point. You know, it's like really embarrassing at this point that like specific brands cannot like get it through their little skulls that they need to like actually make a real inclusive range, or else there will be backlash. And unless this person, from what I know and my shallow like video watching, the owner of Euphoria is an Asian woman, and she came from tech, I believe. And it's really like boiling my blood how disrespectful the launch for people with darker skin was. Like, let's just be honest, she didn't have to listen to it all. She listened to it, but she didn't even correct the error, you know? Listening to people should have been pulling the whole, in my opinion, pulling the whole launch and then relaunching it with everything else. Giving a sincere apology, being like, you know what, that was really lack of foresight in my opinion, or a really lack of thought in my opinion. I should have come out with this. I'm so sorry to everyone who felt disrespected. And in the next maybe year or two, she should have put out a brand new launch and it should have had better undertones, you know, everything. And it's just been really bothering me because, girl, I remember this whole thing kind of blew up in the beginning of May, which was of course or at least the end of April, beginning of May, at least when I started to see more of it, more of that criticism. And it's so embarrassing, girl. Like, it's so fucking embarrassing that you as an Asian woman, like, put out this stuff. And I'm getting, like, pissed. I'm, like, getting emotional about it because I feel like you, of all people, should know better. You know what I mean? Like, you should know better. You should know how it feels to be, like, alienated in the beauty industry and feeling like, oh my god, why am I getting emotional? Y'all, I did not get enough sleep last night. I'm sorry. I'm getting really mad because the whole, like, the biggest reason I got into, like, makeup and beauty and stuff is because, you know, I never felt represented. I never felt pretty. Like, you know, I would just have to follow people on YouTube that I saw, and, like, even that was, like, there wasn't much out there, at least. I mean, there was, like, Michelle Phan and, like, Bob's Beauty and stuff, but I had to, like, look to those people that had my features because, you know, they're just, like, in mainstream media, there wasn't a lot. And even, I remember like scrolling Instagram one day and there was this really beautiful model with like monolids, and people in the comments were like making fun of her eyes. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just have a lot of personal, like, I'm sorry I'm moving my hair so much. I have a lot of personal feelings about this because I just felt like, you know, if you, as someone that also maybe had felt left out of the beauty community, like, if that was your experience too, like, shouldn't you know better? You know what I mean? And it's just, the ignorance of that kind of thing really bothers me, especially when, you know, Asian Americans as a group have a history of disrespecting people with a deeper skin tone. And I don't mean just, you know, like Asians with deeper skin tone, I mean like everybody, right? But it just really bugged me so bad because I was like, this is really shameful, like for her to put that out, you know, that's like so embarrassing. And at the beginning of AAPI month, you know, to see that, and I was like so angry. And I didn't want to say anything because, you know, I felt like other people are calling it out, that's enough. But at the same time, I feel like, or people are not pointing out that because she's an Asian woman, she should know that better specifically. And maybe they're not calling that out because they themselves aren't Asian. They feel like, you know, the biggest issue was just literally the disrespect and putting out such a blatant, like, you know, slap in the face. Like, that shade should not have been, that shade shouldn't have come out. Like, okay, they should have just reformulated the whole thing and like just come out with a new, better collection with a bigger shade range from the start. Like, nowadays it's like you should have had this from the start, or even if you only had a little bit, people would say just at least an even shade distribution because at least you tried then. And it's like there's so many makeup artists that are out there that do their best. Like, honestly, I'm gonna shout out Made by Mitchell because I've seen the most diversity in his range by far than any big name brand, anything. And you could argue that he's a bigger brand and whatever, but him as like an influencer who started out as an influencer is crazy because, or like a makeup artist slash influencer is crazy because these, like, most people as influencers, they would just take the free PR and like just advertise it on their skin alone. You know what I mean? And so it's like, for a white man to outdo you like that is so embarrassing for us. But I wanted to do this video because it was really getting on my nerves for a long time. So I'm going to hopefully make a part 2 of this and show you everything that I'm gonna be, I want to buy from smaller businesses, right? Or like smaller, you know, like AAPI businesses right now. So I was thinking about getting the multi-stick set, that little rainbow set from Mango People. My budget is hopefully going to try to be like $250 or lower. It's just because I have like a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that I kind of do really need to save. But like for this video, okay, and the importance of this video, I do want to grab some things. So I have that one that I might get by Mango People, which is a South Asian owned brand, I believe. And then I also have for a Pacific Islander owned brand for this bag bundle. You can't really see it, but it's called Kumumia. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. But they have a really great like this light is, I'm gonna punch the light. It's okay. It's okay. So they have this bag bundle that is like 6 reusable bags, and I'm like, yes, reusable bags. I always need reusable bags. So that's one. And then I'm always in need of a toner for some reason. If I end up getting this one, it's a hibiscus facial toner from a Hawaiian brand, I believe. And they're AO Organics Hawaii. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing any of these wrong. It's just, I'm flustered, or like I'm just going through a lot mentally right now. Anyway, and I also, this one I'm probably for sure getting, even though it is like gonna be half my budget. But I really wanted to support Mochi Hanfu and buy a couple of items from her shop. Because honestly, seeing her wear like Hanfu and like, oh my god, stop being a bitch. Anyway, I want to buy from Mochi Hanfu because honestly, seeing her wear Hanfu and like Qipao really proudly really heals my inner child. So for every one Asian that I put down, I'm gonna bring up like 4 or 5 more, okay? So that's it. And I also did really want to buy from Simi Haze. I'm gonna see if I can get like their bronzer stuff. They're a Palestinian owned brand. And in my opinion, AAPI means every single Asian group. I don't care if there's, Google says like it's most and then like Pacific Islander. But it's like, I'm gonna include everyone. So in my opinion, West Asian is also Asian, no matter what the US Census says. I don't care. But that's part 1. And come back, hopefully less mad and with everything that I plan to get. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. But this is what I got for now. And thanks for listening to my part 1 rant because I've been pissed about this for days. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, if you made it this far, let me know your thoughts if you have any thoughts, as if people watch this channel. But anyway, I'll see you later in part 2. Bye. Bye.